one of the visitors who's been coming on the regular, coming quite often to this series, told me after the session today how this has been an experience. It's been an experience for her. It's been an experience for me. I went here to the tracks and took some time to really contemplate and to kind of reflect back on my experience during this series. Looking back at it and thinking about what it's been like as a whole, and thinking about I guess the journey, my own personal journey and things like that. And it really has been an experience. There have been there have been moments where it was bad. There's been a lot of awesome moments. There's been unbelievable moments. There's been some real blessings. There's been there's been days where it's just just getting through it, or days where it's just like it felt like that's all I was doing, just preparing and preaching and sleeping and some chilling. Just kind of became kind of like a cycle. I know, like the first 2 weeks and these last 2 weeks have definitely been the longest. It's been interesting. It's definitely been an experience for sure. And when I look at this series, there's been a lot of there's a lot to be grateful for, and there are things that I could be disappointed with, and if I think about it in terms of like, of course you would want bigger crowds and things like that. And praise the Lord, the attendance has been pretty good, especially for a 90-day series. But of course, I would wish there was more people. Of course, there have been definitely days where I felt that. But it's like the chapter today, John chapter 20. Jesus went out of his way to talk to, he went out of his way to reach individuals. He went out of his way to speak to Mary Magdalene. He went out of his way to show himself to Thomas. Jesus went out of his way to reach individuals. And when I look back at this series and I think about individuals, it has definitely been worth it. Because for some, it's been an opportunity to set a foundation in as they're starting their journey, this new journey with God. For some, I'm sure it's been an opportunity to rekindle their faith. For some, it has been a start of a contact with them that I could meet them and get to know them, and it's been their first experience with this church. And so when I look at this series in sight of individuals, it's definitely been an experience that I cannot regret. An experience that has definitely been worth it.